Hello my sweet bestie angels, welcome back. I thought we could just spend the week together. This week it is Monday morning and I am about to walk into a hair appointment. I'm so excited. Getting my hair done is one of my favorite things to do. I just walk out feeling so fresh, so put together, so clean. I don't know why, but like getting your hair like professionally washed, my scalp just feels so clean. And I know I can get it professionally washed even if I'm not getting my hair done, but I never do. But yeah, I'm excited to have a bit of a refresh. I honestly don't think my hair is looking too crazy. Definitely like my roots need a bit of a freshen up, but it'll just be a very like quote unquote boring appointment because I'm not doing anything like new or interesting, just a bit of a refresh. But that's why I'm spending my Monday morning, so truly cannot complain. Fresh hair. I love it. Last time we went a shade darker and it was fun and I'm glad we did it, but it just didn't feel as much like me. So this time we went a shade lighter than last time, which is what like I've been doing for a long time, and I love it. So much. I just love the way that this one kind of fades. It's almost a bit more like golden-y, if that makes sense, but it just feels like my color, I think, but it feels good. Yes, that's me. Thank you. Thank you so much. You too. Decided to pick up a coffee on the way home, so I went to Zaraffa's. I haven't had Zaraffa's in forever. Oh my gosh. I got a white choc fusion and that is just so good. Good morning guys. I'm just sitting down to get ready for the morning and I thought we could chat while I do that. A huge thank you to Merit for sponsoring this part of the vlog. Merit is a brand that I use every single day, so working with them is just the best thing ever. I'm actually using a new product right now. This is called the Uniform and it is their mineral tinted sunscreen. It's SPF 45. Wearing SPF every single day is really important to me. So when I saw that Merit came out with a tinted one, I was so excited because I'm already wearing SPF every single day. If I can get a little bit of color out of it as well, that would just be amazing, especially on those days that I don't want to wear a full face of makeup. I can just wear this and still feel a little bit more put together. But I also really like it as a base under my makeup as well, which is what I'm doing today. But I'm also really excited for summer. I think having a tinted SPF will just be so nice. The next product that I'm going in with is the Minimalist in the shade Ecru. I honestly love this so much. It buffs so seamlessly into my skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all on my skin, but it gives the perfect amount of coverage. I was actually influenced to try this from Zoella. She's often using this. That was all of the influencing that I personally needed. And like I said, I feel like it is so buildable, so I'm gonna add a little bit more under my eyes to just add a bit more coverage there. The bronze, I'm using the Bronze Balm in the shade Clay. You guys know I recently went away and I took a different bronzer with me and I genuinely missed this. Like I regretted it and I wish I had taken this because the other product that I took just did not blend out nearly as seamlessly as this one. It literally takes 30 seconds to blend out and I just feel like it never looks like muddy, and I really appreciate that. And again, it is so buildable. It's so easy to add some more without it looking like heavy on your face or like you've just added way too much. My dilemma every single morning is which Merit Flash Balm do I want to use. These are the three that I have. This one is called Le Bon Bon, this one is called Lusitano, and this one is Cheeky. I think I'm going to use this one today. This is the one that I brought with me on my New York trip and I wore it every single day that I was away. I didn't even bring another blush with me because I had this one. I didn't need anything else. A common theme with Merit products is they are so easy to blend in. That took literally 20 seconds. I just love that color so much. And Merit also has a deal at the moment where if you spend over $155 AUD, you get a free gift with purchase if you enter my code, which I'll obviously have on the screen for you guys and in the description below. And at the moment, that free gift is a baseball cap. It's this one right here. I was actually wearing it this morning on my walk. It just says less is more and Merit at the back. I feel like the beige with the black embroidery is just super chic. Which lip color do I want to go with? Coupe or Mayfair? I think Mayfair today. Everything that I've mentioned about Merit will be in the description box, like if you want any product details or anything like that, along with my code that can get you a gift with purchase. But a huge thank you to Merit for sponsoring this portion of the video. I genuinely love and use their products every single day, so I'm very thankful to partner with them. So excited to make dinner tonight because I'm making a recipe that I have never made but I grew up eating. Like my mom made this recipe like every winter growing up and this is my first time making it and I'm hoping it turns out as good as when she used to do it, but we'll see. It's literally just chicken and veggie soup, but I don't know why. It is just the best soup I've ever had in my life. Like it's so good. I started preparing for it this morning. It's not hard, but it does take some time. So we have our chicken stock, homemade chicken stock, and the veggies. So this recipe uses chicken Marylands, which I've actually never used before, but I boiled them this morning. You probably should do it the day before, at least that's what my mum said. Also, I don't have like a actual recipe for this because I'm pretty sure my mum got this from like her friend from church years and years and years ago, like over a decade ago. And she literally just like wrote it on a scrap piece of paper, and my mum sent me that piece of paper so that I could learn how to make it, and I literally had to call her and ask her because the recipe was barely that at all. Like I could not understand what I was supposed to do because there was like 3 instructions. Anyway, it's one of those things where I think you make it once and then you just guess. I feel like soup is not the most specific type of meal. Like you don't have to follow things exactly. Anyway, I boiled the chicken Marylands until the meat was falling off the bone. I shredded that up. I have kept the stock, and then I prepped all the veggies this morning just to make my life a little bit easier now. But we have leek and onion, and then we have carrot, potato, and pumpkin. Let's see what the recipe says. I feel like it's gonna give me basically no information. Like this is what my mum sent me. It literally just says, put all ingredients together, then pour stock over the top. Keep stirring until cooked. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a bit of butter at the bottom of my pot. Okay, I'm gonna add chicken. I'm gonna add all my veggies. And then apparently I need to add creamed corn. I've never used this before. Creamed corn, need to add stock, and then salt and pepper. Okay, that's so easy. What the heck is creamed corn? Oh, I don't like that. It looks weird. Is your stock not supposed to move? Mine's literally like solid. Is that normal? Is it normal? It is normal for homemade stock to have a solid or gelatinous texture. The stock will liquefy again when warmed. Okay, that's good. So I just pour this in. Okay. Guys, it looks so funny. What the heck? I don't think Liam's ever had this before, so I guess at least he has nothing to compare it to, but I'm hoping it's good. I hope my pot is big enough. Yum. I feel like it's one of those meals, it doesn't like look the most aesthetic, but when I tell you this tastes incredible, I really mean it. I also got some sourdough because you can't have this meal without toast because you like load up the soup on the toast. So good. When we used to have this at home with like the whole family, we would just be doing like rounds of toast. Like you'd have like 4 pieces in the toaster, and then you just like take those out, put the next ones in, take those ones out, put the next one in. And then we used to chop the toast into like 3, like into soldiers. Or like butter them, cut them into soldiers, and just have this like mountain of toast in the middle of the table that you could just like grab. So good. This is just like the perfect winter meal, I reckon. I probably could have let it simmer for even longer to make the veggies even softer, but the leftovers will be really good because they'll be super soft. Tastes like childhood. The lighting is shocking right now, but I'm just gonna go pick up a bestie for a sleepover. I'll update you guys in a sec. Just got home. I'm with our bestie. Who's that bestie? It's Winston! Let's get you inside. I feel like you're a little bit confused. Sleepover! Hello! Hello! He loves you. Oh, you can cuddle with us tonight. He literally won't come near me. He just wants to sit on you. I've been rejected. Winston always wants to hang out with Liam when he's here. Hi, gorgeous boy. Now you like me? Yeah. Say good morning, everyone. Good morning. So here's our plan for today. We're gonna chill at home for a little bit, and then when Georgia lands, she's gonna text us, and then we're gonna go to the airport and we're gonna pick her up. and she's so excited to see you. So I think we're gonna park and go in and not just go to the pickup area, because that way she can give you a big hug and then you can get all of your excitement out and maybe do a wee, because I know you'll be so excited that you'll need to do a wee. And then we're gonna go back in the car and we're gonna go to Nodo for breakfast. You've already had your breakfast, but I haven't, so we're gonna get some. I don't know if I even explained, but Winston is my bestie George's dog. And Winston has been staying with one of our friends the whole time George has been away. But last night I went to pick up Winston because I'm picking up George from the airport today. And long story short, it all just made sense. And it would save everyone a little bit of time if we did it that way. So Winston had a sleep over here, and very soon we're gonna go pick up G. And of course go out for breakfast, because after a long flight, you need something to look forward to. Should we make George a little sign? Like, that could be really fun. I don't know if that's lame or fun. I think it's fun. We need to make a sign that says, "Welcome home, G." Because G is your mum. Did you know that? You would just want to play? Do you think I can get it right first try? I don't know. You're really distracting me. I have some important business to do, buddy. I am freehanding this and I don't know if that is a good idea. Oh gosh, this is a bit wobbly looking. Okay, that worked out alright. Welcome. I feel like the G is gonna be the hardest. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well. Now we just need to make it look a bit cuter. Winston, do you want to help me with this? You just want to play with your toy? Okay. You have no idea that you're about to see your mum. And you're going to be so excited, and you truly have no idea. Yay! Do you like it? Does it look good? Are you excited to say, "Hi Mom, I missed you"? Yeah! He's ready. He said, "Let's go." You have to stand like this. Okay? You ready? Can you hold this for me? Can you hold this? Not interested. Cool. Let's go! It's now the next day. I thought I'd quickly show you my outfit before I head out the door. I'm heading over to Lang's place this morning. This is my outfit. I'm wearing a little white dress, which is from Princess Polly. Little yellow cardigan from Cotton On. And then my Princess Polly brown boots. I'm also bringing my brown leather jacket in case it's colder than I think it's gonna be. But I'm heading to the Gold Coast today. We have some planning and organising to do, and I literally need to head off right now because it will send through like the address. Did she take you off? Can you make a list of things we might need to make? What do we want them to say?
Yes. We have like a thing to sit it on.
Sometimes it
No!
Because you know the idea
Yeah,
like this is
yeah,
something
like,
that's
gonna happen.
But I think that
I
think that could be a fun little moment. It's Saturday today, and I decided that today I wanted to learn how to roast a chicken. I've never roasted a chicken before. I've never really roasted any large piece of meat before, and I decided that was something that I really wanted to know how to do. So, a little side quest for the weekend: learn how to roast a large piece of meat. It looks pretty good to me, I think. I don't really have any idea what I'm doing. I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos and hope for the best. Here's what it looks like. We just did some potato, onion, and carrot around the edges here, and I did like a garlic butter, lemon, herb and spice situation. All of the videos that I was watching said that you need to leave it rest for 20 minutes after taking it out of the oven. I think if you don't let it rest, it comes out dry. I'm gonna let it sit for a bit, but I'll update you guys how it turns out. It's been 20 minutes. I'm going to cut into this and see if it turned out well or not. It smells so good.
Looks pretty good.
That looks good. That looks so moist too. Look at that. Mmm.
The crispy.
We gotta take the stuff from the inside too.
Sure.
That smells really good, that lemon. The chicken is so good, guys. Pretty happy for our first attempt, but I do think we could do better next time. The veggies are good too. It is so much juicier than the ones you buy, which is good. I do think the skin is way like crispier. Next we have to try beef or lamb, I think. I've been working on a new crochet project, but it's time to block some granny squares. Of course I'm working on a granny square project because they're my favourite. So I've got my, actually I don't even know what this is called. I have this to block them all. I don't think I have that many that I haven't blocked yet. I also have been just like carrying around everything that I need for this project in this little bag so I can just like carry it from room to room. I just finished a skein, well pretty much finished a skein of white. Made a whole bunch. I didn't do all of these just now, but I've made a few white squares that I need to block now. Blocking granny squares just means making them more square, basically. Also, have I weaved in any of the ends of any of the granny squares that I've made over the past few weeks? No, not one. So that's gonna be really fun for me later. I need to prioritize that soon. I'm not just doing white granny squares. I have other colors that I've already done in this bag, but I need a lot more white than I need of any other color, so that's what I've been focusing on recently. I still have, I think, quite a few that I need to make, so this project is going to take me a while, I think. I just think it's so satisfying though to look at a crochet project after it's finished and you can literally say, I stitched every single portion of that by hand. Like every stitch in that project, whether it's a shirt, a blanket, a pillowcase, like whatever it is, I stitched every single one of those. Like I turned basically string into an actual item, and that is just so satisfying to me. So satisfying. I usually just leave these overnight, so I'll come back to these tomorrow. It's now Sunday night. We've been out for most of the day. We were hanging out with family and then we realized there wasn't really enough time to like go home before going to church, so we then just filled in the time between that and church, and then went to church, and now we're home. I've just been editing and now I'm about to get ready for bed. But when I walked in the room, I saw this book sitting there and I was like, I haven't talked to you guys about this book, and I'm not like technically filming a reading vlog right now, but I wanted to talk about it anyway, so impromptu reading review happening here because we need to talk. I finished this, I think yesterday. It was so good. This is Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone, and I loved it. Like I was so scared I was not gonna love this purely because I loved Ready or Not so much, and so I sometimes I have this thing where if I loved a book by an author, I get scared to read their newest release because I feel like my expectations are too high and there's like more of a chance of me getting let down, and so sometimes I just like put it off. Similar thing is happening with Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. Still haven't read it. It came out, I don't even remember now. It came out a while ago. Like it came out when I was in New York, and I saw it in New York and I didn't buy it because I wanted to buy the UK version, which we get in Australia, so it matched all my other Ashley Poston books, whatever. But I still haven't bought it. I still haven't read it because I'm just scared that I'm not going to love it as much as I think I'm going to, because I loved all of her other books so much and I'm like scared. Anyway, I have been putting this off for months, literally since it came out, and I finally read it and it did not let me down, and I'm so happy that it didn't. This book is a really interesting take on a romance book because it almost doesn't feel like a romance book until maybe the halfway point, maybe a little bit over the halfway point. But in this book, we're following our main character, Lenny, and she recently lost her best friend. Her best friend was really sick and she passed away. So if you don't want to read about that, it doesn't go like so in depth, but it definitely like talks about it. And if that's a triggering situation for you, maybe I wouldn't recommend it. But I feel like most of the book is about grief and like dealing with grief and how Lenny deals with it and all of the different emotions that she goes through and all of the different ways that she either doesn't process it or she does process it, and just like watching her find her way back to herself a little bit after losing her best friend, which is heartbreaking but also just beautiful to see. The support system that she builds, and also just seeing her find joy again when she like genuinely thinks she can never be happy ever again, which is very real when you're going through grief, obviously. And I feel like when books talk a lot about grief, or like grief is a main topic, I guess, I get very skeptical because I feel like it has to be done well. And it's difficult because everyone experiences grief differently. So just because it's not the way that you experience grief doesn't mean it's like the wrong way or a bad way. But sometimes when you read a book that goes through grief and it doesn't feel relatable to you, or it feels, I don't know, sometimes they just don't do it justice, or at least that's how it feels to me. But anyway, I felt like this handled grief very tactfully. It just showed how multifaceted grief can be, and I really liked that. But yeah, in this book, Lenny is going through this grieving process and she meets Miles. And Miles, long story short, she meets him like through a work opportunity because she's a nanny. And Miles has been through quite a bit of grief himself. And he basically says, let me help you start living again. So they create this plan to help her kind of find her way back to herself and find joy again. And he just helps her through every step of the way. And it very much feels like, at least in my opinion, that a romantic relationship wasn't the goal at the beginning. It very much felt like they just wanted to become friends, and they just found this common ground and this like peace within their friendship together because they understood how each other felt, if that makes sense. And so they literally go from strangers to friends, and eventually, obviously it's a romance book, so you can guess what happens there, but it just felt like a very natural progression, and you can like catch the moments where they start falling for each other, and I loved watching it. I felt like it was a very slow burn kind of situation, and it was just beautiful. It was so beautiful. It's also set in New York City, which is one of my favorite cities of all time, so it was just so good. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. Sometimes with 4.5 stars I end up changing my rating to 5 stars later on, so I'm not like setting that in stone, but right now 4.5 stars. Like, it was so beautiful and just so good. And I think I just love the way that Cara Bastone writes. Obviously I've only read 2 books by her, Ready or Not and Now Promise Me Sunshine, but Ready or Not was a 5-star for me. I do think that was my favorite, but I also, again, obviously very much loved this one. And so right now she has a great track record for me. If you haven't read her books, I really recommend them. I just loved it. But that meant that yesterday I did start a new book, and I decided to start Picking Daisies on Sundays. I literally read 2 chapters before conking out, so I don't have much to say yet, but I posted a TikTok like last week where I talked about my last, current, next, and this was obviously my current at that point in time. And then for my next, I said, should I read Picking Daisies on Sundays or should I read Just Last Night by Valerie McFarlane? And most people said read Picking Daisies on Sundays, so I'm listening to you guys. I'm picking this up next. I love the cover of it so much, and also how perfect is my bookmark. Like the pink vibes, the flowers, like it's literally gorgeous. I just lost my spot. Why did I just take it out like that? And I think this is like a childhood best friends to strangers to lovers question mark. I don't actually know that, but I think that's what it's about. And this one is also set in New York. It says on the back they were childhood best friends. They haven't seen each other for 4 years, and then one night in a crowded bar in the West Village, there he was, just as perfect as ever. I'm so intrigued. I saw a few people say this is for the hopeless romantics, and yeah, sign me up. So I'm excited. Of course I read back-to-back New York stories after leaving New York. Anyway, I'm gonna go get ready for bed and keep reading my new book. I've been on a bit of a romance kick at the moment. I've read like 3 romances in a row. This might be my 4th in a row. That's crazy. I haven't done that in a long time. Good morning, guys. I am about to head to the shops. I have such a random but specific list of things that I need to get. I need to go grocery shopping, but I also need to get some random stuff for a DIY that I'm doing. I need to get a birthday card and a few other just random things. So I thought you guys might want to join me. I'm wearing my coziest cardigan today. I just want it to be comfy but still like cute, like still put together. So I'm wearing this cozy fluffy cardigan. It's from Beginning Boutique. I've had it for a little while now, and I feel like it's one of my like most worn cardigans. Like I love it so much, and so many times when I've worn this, someone has said, like strangers have stopped me to ask me where it's from, or they've said, oh my gosh, you look so cozy. And I'm like, thank you, I am. That's such a compliment. And then I'm wearing my favorite Princess Polly jeans. These are, I think they're called the Naylor jeans. I have them in like 3 different colors. And this is the petite length. And guys, the petite length changed my life. And then I'm just wearing my white Reeboks. So very exciting stuff going on, obviously. Let's head to the shops. I'm obviously home now, and this is where I've been planted for the rest of the day. Just tapping away on my laptop. It's just one of those days where it's a bit of a laptop heavy day, but that's not a bad thing. But I just wanted to end off this vlog here because I want to start a new little weekly vlog. Since it is Monday, I guess I should technically start a new one. But I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me this week. I feel like it was a pretty mundane week, which I don't mind because I'm a homebody. I love being at home. I love doing homey things like cooking and crocheting and reading. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know if this is the most fun thing to watch, but hopefully you guys do enjoy it, question mark. I don't know. But I love you guys so much, and I'm so glad that you want to hang out with me even when my days don't look super crazy. But I guess I'll see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.